Hello and welcome to Adventure Labs, yet another video here. For those of you who might be new, my name is Connor Rickey. I am the co-founder of Adventure Labs, head of content and marketing. And Adventure Labs is an epic and inspiring community of adventure creators. In this video, I'm going to be talking about when and how to reach out to a brand using Instagram to get more photography, more videography projects, new clients. We're gonna be talking about all that today. Now, everyone kind of knows that you have to be on Instagram if you're in the creative space as a means of building an audience, building out your portfolio, and getting work. But a lot of people actually don't really know how to use it to actually get work. Everyone just feels like you kind of have to post just for the sake of posting and not being left behind. I mean, that's at least how I feel. There's days where I feel like I'm just kind of posting without any strategy behind it or any reason other than feeling like I have to do it. Instagram has been the place where most of my conversations with companies that I've worked with have started. That's the place where I have made that initial contact with them and then gone on to actually get paid to do work for them, whether it's travel content, product photography, even vlogs for them, etc. So without further ado, let's dive into it. By the end of this video, you should have a pretty good understanding of when it's the right time to start hitting companies up and trying to ask for money in exchange for your content that you're going to create for them. And you're going to know a strategy on exactly how to do that. Literally, I'm going to break everything down for you so that by the end of this, you will understand exactly what you need to do to start getting paid on Instagram from your creative service. So let's get into it. So before we get into how you're going to reach out to brands using Instagram to make money, we need to talk about when the right time to do that is. So if you just started your Instagram account, you have like 10 posts up, you have like 2 followers, that's probably not the best time to reach out to any companies. Now, you don't need a huge following by any means, you just need good work. But you want to load your feed with at least 30 or 40 photos. So it looks like you've been around for a little while. Get some comments going on those photos. Just build your following a little bit more before you reach out to brands. I would say have at least maybe 400 or 500 people following you. And chances are, I bet you everyone can gather that pretty quickly just from people in their social circle, family, friends, random friends you've met on the internet. You can get up to 400 or 500 followers on Instagram pretty quickly. If you're a photographer, you want to get some photos loaded up there that you're truly proud of. Same thing if you're a videographer, you want to get some videos up on your feed. Treat it as your portfolio because when you're reaching out to brands, as I'm going to explain later in the video, you will be using your feed as your portfolio. You don't even need a website. If you want to be creating travel content in the future, I'm talking, we have not made a single dollar yet from any travel videos, but you know that in the future you want to be paid from travel photography or videography, then go out and shoot some of that for free. You can shoot in your own town and then put the logo of your own town on there. Like most cities or states have a explore blank or travel blank. And that's an actual company that you can grab their logo and stick that in your video. So for example, say I wanted to get travel work myself. I live here in California. I could make a video in California, stick an explore or visit California logo at the end, and basically create a video for them for free, put that on my feed, and the brands you're gonna reach out to later on when I start explaining that in this video aren't gonna know if you were paid for that or not. If it's good work, they're gonna be impressed. But you need to stack up that portfolio on your Instagram account before you start reaching out to brands, because they need to know what to expect from you. If you're gonna tell them, hey, check out my work, they need plenty of work to check out that is gonna impress them and make them want to respond to you. So now that you have at least 400 or 500 followers on your Instagram account, you've been posting for at least a few weeks, couple months at the absolute minimum, you have a ton of work on there that you're actually proud of, at least 30 pieces of content. Now you can start thinking about actually reaching out to brands, because at this point, you have your work, your portfolio, you have your social proof that you actually have a few people following you, and now a brand can begin to trust you and give you their money. It goes down in the DM. The Instagram DM has been the place where I've gotten most of my creative photography and video work over the last few years from, and right now I'm about to break down sentence by sentence the exact structure and the wording that I use that I've gotten tons, over 10, 15 clients with over the past years. I'm about to share that right now with you. I'm just gonna read the DM first, and then I'm gonna break it down line by line and explain why I'm saying what I'm saying. Hey, blank, brand of which you're reaching out to. I know you're busy, so I'll cut right to the chase. I'm reaching out to see if there might be any opportunities for collaboration. I've been following you guys for a while now and love what you're doing. To give you some quick background, I'm an outdoor and adventure photographer that specializes in landscape photography. If you check out my feed, you might enjoy the content I've shot for blank and blank. Love to create something similar for you. If this sounds interesting, please let me know which email might be best to reach you at. I have some ideas that I would be excited to share. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Cheers, Connor. So it starts out with the greeting. Hey, brand you're reaching out to. I like to do a little wave and camera emoji or video emoji, so right off the bat they kind of know what they're going to be expecting, what I'm going to be asking of them. Next is the straightforward ask. I let them know. I say, hey, I know you're busy, so right away, that very first line, I'm asking them and letting them know that I'm reaching out to see if there might be anywhere for collaboration. It's still pretty vague, but at this point they kind of get a gist of why they're still continuing to read this message and what I'm trying to get from them. In this, you want to immediately try and connect with them so they don't think you're another Instagram robot. So I just say something like, I've been following you guys for a while. I really like the content you're posting. You can kind of take this and run with it. If it was like a beverage company, maybe a beer company, say, I've been drinking your whatever IPA for a while now. Love the branding on it, looks great, and it's such an awesome tasting beer. Just something a little personal. Now you explain what you do, your specialty. So this is just an example, but for me, I said I'm an outdoor adventure photographer, specializes in landscape photography. Now that's pretty specific. If you don't have your niche quite nailed down yet, you want to consider that. If you're just someone that shoots everything for everyone, that's going to be tough to make money doing because you don't specialize in anything. Think about how much a Mercedes-Benz dealership charges to work on Mercedes-Benz only cars versus kind of a general do-it-for-everyone type of auto shop. Usually those are cheaper, and it's because they kind of have to have a wide range of knowledge of everything, so they don't do one thing really great, they just do everything okay. That's not what brands want to pay for. They want to pay one person to do one thing really well. After you've explained your specialty, if you can, this is kind of a more advanced thing here, but you want to name drop some brands. Now, I've talked about this in the past. If you haven't worked with any companies, go out and make a fake video for whatever the industry is that you're reaching out in. So if you want to do car commercials, go shoot a fake Subaru commercial, and then you can say, hey, check out this project I shot for or shot with Subaru. They're not gonna ask if it was paid or not. If they check it out and it blows them away, the work or the photo or video work is so good, they're gonna instantly forget whether that client paid for it or not. It doesn't matter. So go out and shoot some content for free. That's a huge value drop. If you can say I've worked with this brand and it aligns with the industry of the company that you're reaching out with, whew, that's good stuff. So now I just add this line in here. I say, I'd love to create something similar for you. Now they know what you do, what kind of work you shoot. They have kind of gotten a gist of that. And now you are directly telling them, I'm reaching out because I want to shoot content for you. You do not want to leave any details out. You want to be very specific about why you're reaching out. Brands will not reply. If they're especially if they're a big brand and you're a little small guy with not a huge following, you need to be very specific about everything that you are reaching out to them about. So now for the part that I think a lot of people leave out, but it's the call to action. You want to be, again, very specific about the next step moving forward. So if this sounds interesting, please let me know which email to best reach you at. 9 times out of 10, if you send any brand a DM on Instagram about anything, they're gonna point you to someone's email. In this case, they're probably gonna point you to their marketing director if it's a bigger company. If it's a smaller company, it might be the CEO saying, hey, email me personally at john@xyzbrand.com. They're rarely going to give you their phone number, which I can talk about this in another video, but once you get on an email with them, that's the first step. Then you want to try and get on a phone call. That's where you're going to be closing deals. But through Instagram, you don't want to skip straight to the phone call because people don't like to give out their phone numbers on Instagram. They just don't. They will give out their email though. So you want to get that email at all costs. So that's why I have that line in there. If it sounds interesting, please let me know which email to best reach you at. So then to give them a reason to respond and be interested, this is kind of what I like to do to really get that response rate up. I say, I have some ideas that I'd be excited to share. That one line there is super powerful. Not only are you saying, here's my work, would love to work with you, hit me up. You're saying those things, plus I have some ideas that I'd love to share with you. Even if they don't end up closing the deal, like, you know, when you follow up with them, they might 6 months down the road or a year down the road. Don't be afraid to share your ideas with them. So, you know, for example, if it's a car company you're reaching out to, you might say, hey, I'm going on a road trip. I would love to borrow your car for a week and shoot X, Y, and Z content free of charge to, of course, build your portfolio. Or maybe you might be trying to get money out of it. But you want to have some ideas ready to go when they send you that email or you send them that email. If you guys can't tell, I'm fired up about this subject because it is the #1 way that is free to get work. And it's so easy. Literally use this template here, copy and paste it, tweak a couple little things for you personally, and it will work. I guarantee it. It works for me over and over and over and over. It goes down in the DM. So then quick closing, you put a little pressure on to reply. You say, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Don't just say hearing from you, but say hearing from you soon. That'll make them feel bad if they don't reply to you, given how fire the rest of this DM was. So they're gonna wanna reply to you soon. Quick closing, I say cheers, you might say best, talk soon, and then your name or your brand. If you follow this strategy using your Instagram, I guarantee you eventually you will get work. Blast out 5 to 10 of these a day, but when I say blast, I don't mean just copy and paste to every single brand. Tweak it for every person, add that personal touch, show them that you've done your research and you're not just a bot. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out our creator newsletter that we have. I will leave the link down in the description, but we send a weekly newsletter to creators by creators about things that I just talked about in this video. Growing your personal brand, growing your YouTube channel, getting paid, more paid creative opportunities, random preset giveaways, everything that an adventure creator might benefit from. Hit the link down in the description I'm gonna leave. And with that, I will see you guys later. Keep creating. Good luck. Open up Instagram and take action now. Start DMing companies. If you have any questions, leave them down in the question section there, down in the comments. I'll get back to you. Peace.